Ukulele, Facebook, and YouTube and Twitch. Surprise! I'm here. So I hadn't planned on doing any live streams anytime soon, but I'm just so mad and I don't know what else to do. So here I am, live streaming with my ukulele because that's what I do. And I thought this is a new series. So if you haven't found me and you didn't know about that, it's because I came up with this idea within the past 24 hours. But I thought I would come on the internet once a week uh, and share a song that I find to be a feminist song for one reason or another, and show you some tricks about playing it on ukulele. And of course, these songs, you can play them on other instruments. And you can just also enjoy listening to me play the song for you. But today's song, I'm going to start with one that I already know really, really well and have been playing for many, many years. And this song is Wild Women Don't Get the Blues, which was written by Ida Cox. And this one is from all the way back in 1924. And Ida Cox was, of course, a Black woman and a blues woman, a blues performer in the 1920s and 30s. And she's fantastic. So I hope that you will, after watching me play this song, will go and look up Ida Cox playing this song. And I also want to mention that I kind of learned Wild Women Don't Have the Blues and based my interpretation largely on a version that was recorded under the name of John Furman, who is the trumpet player on the track. But the vocals on the track are by a very wonderful artist named Kim Nally. It turns out she is actually a doctor, and she's got some really strong accolades. She was awarded the most influential African American in the Bay Area in 2005, Best Jazz Group in 2013. So Kim Nally is someone worth looking up, as is John Furman and Ida Cox. So without further ado, I want to show you my version of Wild Women Don't Have the Blues. And while we're at it, I'll also mention a little plug for my Oh, hi, Gordon. Gordon found me. That's great. Mention a little plug for where you can find this chord sheet. So I'll share the chords on the screen while I'm playing these songs. Thanks to Restream for coming up with this cool new feature. And also, I've got the Ukraine border around my screen here, and I really like that. Restream is supporting the Ukraine in this terrible time, as you know, when Russia is attacking them. Hi, Tim. Good to see you too. So anyway, I was just saying you can get the ukulele chords for this song from my Patreon by becoming a patron for as little as $1 a month, and the link is down here at the bottom of the screen. It's patreon.com/Amy K. So that's pretty easy to type, even easier than typing my full name. All you have to do is patreon.com/Amy K. But I'll also share the chords on the screen here for you when I go through the tutorial. Then I'll play the song. So let's just look at learning this song really quickly. And I'm gonna keep myself big. There you go. So, oh, I got to turn off the caption though, so you can see. There we go. Hi, Ron. You have not missed much. I've just been talking about this new series that I had the idea to do about 24 hours ago. So this is, I'm just going to share one song with you today, and then I'll come back and do the same thing next week. And these will be songs that I think are feminist in some way or other. Today I'm going to do an old blues song called Wild Women Don't Have the Blues, but next time I think I'm going to do a 90s song. So you have that to look forward to. So we're going to, just for the ukulele players that might be catching this, not too difficult on the chords in this one. We're going to have a G major. And of course, if your fingers don't like G major, you can always just substitute G7 because this is the blues, right? So G7 is always a decent substitution. But G major, one of our friendly ukulele chords. Then we've got a D7, which you can play the D7 that I've got written. I really like this bar D7. If your fingers don't like that, you can always do 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 finger, same strings. Or there's this thing called the Hawaiian D7. Take your peace fingers and put them on your second and fourth strings on the second fret. So that's an alternative way to play D7. Then we've got couple one finger chords, C7 and A7. And last but not least, I've already showed you G7, and we've got our E7, which is this guy. Do, do, do. Now you see that little form at the top of the page, that it's a 12-bar blues. This is technically a 12-bar blues, but it's a fancy 12-bar blues. So that's why there's extra chords, and it's not just the 1, 4, and 5. So if you're familiar with the blues structure, don't let this throw you. It's just got some extra chords to make it a little fancy. So we're going to have a D7 in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 10th bar there, you see the D7 chord. And that just gives the song a little extra flair. And I'm also going to rock back and forth between our G and D7 in the first 4 bars. And then I'm going to switch to the G7, and I go to C7. I might do a little fancy thing, go just using my pinky. There's that E7, and then we've got our A7 for 4 beats, D7 for 4 beats, and the G to the C7 to the G. And then we've got a thing called a turnaround, which is why it's in brackets, and that's going to be a D7. And again, you can always use your Hawaiian D7. And let me just take a look at the comments here. Same folks. I'm so glad you guys are here. If you like this, by the way, do feel free to share the link on your own page. This will be archived, so if you miss the live broadcast, you can always catch it in the replay. But the live broadcast, you can ask me questions, so that's the benefit of that. And in the future, I might set a time for these and try to, be able to catch you at a certain time so that you know when to tune in. I don't know. I kind of like being on the fly. So here is Wild Women Don't Have the Blues by Ida Cox, 1924. And I'm going to start with a little intro. I'm actually going to play, it's written on the page there, A7, D7. See that? So it's going to go, all right. Now I hear these women raving about their monkey men, about their no good husbands and their cheating friends. These poor women sit around all day and moan, just wondering why their wandering papas don't come home. But wild women don't worry. Wild women don't have the blues. And I'm going to stop there for 1 second because I'm just thinking, if you're a ukulele player and you're watching this, you're like, Amy, you didn't tell us how we're supposed to strum this. So here's how I strum this song. I do a lot of mixed up stuff here, right? I do a little finger picking intro, just a little pluck all four and an arpeggio, using my pinky to make an extra note. If that's too fancy for you, just strum those chords. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is typical. If you've watched me play other blues songs, you know that if there's 2 chords in a measure, like in our first 4 measures, G to D7 and back and forth, I might just go down, 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 down. I might get a little upstroke in there as well. But when I've got a whole measure, 4 whole beats to themselves with 1 chord, I might do my island strum. You might not think of the island strum as being particularly bluesy, but it is a multi-purpose strum that works for so many songs. All right, so with that out of the way, here I go. I'm actually going to just play the song for you now. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, I botched that. Let's do it again. Now I hear these women raving about their monkey men, about their no good husbands and their cheating friends. These poor women sit around all day and moan, just wondering why their wandering papas don't come home. have the blues. Now, if you have a man, don't ever be on the square. If you do, he'll have a woman everywhere. I never was known to treat no one man right. I just keep 'em working hard for me both day and night. 'Cause wild women don't worry. Wild women don't have no blues. Let's have an instrumental. Now, I've got a disposition and a will of my own. If my man starts kicking, I let him find another home. I drink plenty of liquor, walk the streets all night, go home and put that man out if he don't act right. But wild women don't worry. Wild women don't have no blues. Now you never get nothing by being an angel child. Better change your ways and get real wild. I wanna tell you something, I wouldn't tell you no lies. Wild women are the only kind who really get by. 'Cause wild women don't worry. Oh yeah, wild women don't worry. Wild women don't worry. Wild women don't have the blues. There we go. All right, so that's Wild Women Don't Have the Blues by Ida Cox. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked this presentation, tell your friends or tell me, post a comment and let me know what other songs you'd like me to cover in this format. Also, let me know if you want more ukulele instruction. I can get more technical. And if you want to download the song sheet, I will post this on my Patreon page at patreon.com/AmyK. Right there. You can become a patron for as little as $1 a month. So thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you in a week.